above. He led me to you. He led me to you. He built a bridge to your heart all the way. How many times? Hello and welcome back to the channel, DW's Hearts at Home, where we are doing all things lifestyle and homeschool. Right now I am making one of my favorite dishes. This is like a fried cabbage and hamburger soup. Right now I'm cutting up the onions and the peppers and I'm getting that ready. And oh my gosh, something, look at that. Pepper done had a baby. Pepper done had a baby. Get rid of that. Getting those seeds out of there, and we're just chopping this pepper up all nice and pretty. This is the julienne style. The julienne is like nice and long. You don't have to chop them down unless you want to. I love the taste of the bell peppers. They're so nice, and they give lots of flavor to the dish. So this is my first process. We're just going to keep chopping. Chop, 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 chop. Yes. Pretty therapeutic if you do ask me. And if I do say so myself. Sometimes the kitchen can be real daunting for someone like me. But I've learned to embrace it and get in there. And I've been doing pretty good lately. So we're going to add that oil to the pan. The pan is already hot. It's nice and hot. So that was a great sizzle. You see that steam going there because that pan was hot. Yes, it was. And we're going to get in there and we're going to stir that around a little bit. And I guess I was conflicted at this moment whether to add the meat first or the peppers first. It really doesn't matter. You can add it in all together. I like to add the peppers and onions in with the meat, so it could, give the meat flavor as it's cooking. So I was kind of pushing that out the way. Then I was like, okay, let me stir it just a little bit more. I'm going to stir it a little bit more. Of course, on one hand in it there. Super mom. Got that garlic. Put a little garlic flavor in there. And it's good to add fresh garlic if you can. Remember to add it in the beginning or in the midst of it. Get some good garlic, that Creole seasoning. That's real good and flavorful. Then we're gonna, what else we're gonna throw in there? Stirring it around some more. Stirring it. All those beautiful colors. Love a medley of colors. It makes it for the cabbage to have great flavor. We're going to get that meat going. Got the ground beef and we're chopping that down. Good and chopped up small pieces. Not big hunks. Get it as small as you can. And get that all mixed in together, because again we're trying to get the flavor of the onions and peppers mixed in with that ground beef. Of course, we're going to add some more seasonings in just a moment. Got that brown. What I was trying to show you here on this part is that you want to get your meat pretty brown before you add in your sausage, because you don't want to really put the sausage in with the raw hamburger, because it doesn't take that long for the sausage to cook anyway. So we're going to throw that sausage in there. Put that on in there and stir that around. I'm going to get those flavors to mingle in. Everything's nice and sizzling, and heat's on medium high. You don't want to cook it too fast. Low and slow. That's how we like to do it. Low and slow. Getting that stirred up nice and good like that. Perfect. Yes, yes. Stay with it. Now, to the cabbage, we're going to wash the cabbage off really nicely. Make sure all the dirt and the grit is off of there as good as you can. And then you're going to make sure you cut off that end piece. And then you're going to make sure you cut the core out, because you don't want to eat that core. That's not really good to eat. It's pretty bitter and it's tough. So it's something you look for, like the base of the cabbage, and you just cut that part out. All you really want is the leafy part and the nice interior part with the white, the stuff that's really tender to, you know, as we're cutting it. It's pretty easy to cut. That's the stuff that you want to keep and put in your pot.
I don't like the white parts of cabbage.
So
It's so tangy.
Micaiah was in there asking me about that part, and I was like, yeah, you throw that part away. You don't keep that part. He said, I don't like it. It's really sour. I'm like, you're not supposed to eat it, honey. Sometimes it can get mixed up in the bunch, but for the most part, we try to get that out of there. Get that out of there. So you can chop the cabbage down a little bit more if you want to. I like to keep it, you know, nice size pieces. But then, you know, I think later on I went back through and chopped it down a little bit more. I was getting dinner done. I got it done before 8. This is a pretty quick meal. So here's where I add the diced tomatoes. And like I said, it does not take that much. The meat and the onions and peppers and sausages was at the bottom. So the meat was in the bottom of that pot, and I just stuck the cabbage in on top. And it's like a fried cabbage, but you know, I did add some liquid, and that part I will let you know when we get to it, because I did not get to add it in there. When I said hold on, that's when I did it. Hold on, watch, I'm going to show you. So we add a little bit more seasoning to the vegetable, to the cabbage and the tomatoes, making sure everything is nice and flavorful. You don't want anything to be bland in your dish. So, yeah, you can't go wrong with pepper. It's nice and flavorful. You got the onion powder. She was a little excited with that one. Got some more Creole going in there. Ooh, 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 ooh. I was sneezing and choking because of all them seasonings. You know, they said if you're not sneezing, it ain't seasoned. And that is the truth. You got to add a little sugar to that. Make sure you don't have no bitterness in your cabbage. Add a little sugar. It wasn't too much. It was wonderful. That was perfect. My daughter came down and complimented the fact that she said it tasted a little sweet in the juices from the cabbage soup. I said, oh, yeah, there you go. I should have got her review. Should have got her review.
Yeah.
They tore it up. So I'm kind of stirring it, mixing it up as carefully as I can to keep from spilling it out the pot. Trying to get some of that meat off the bottom so it won't scorch being on the bottom of the pot. But then I did go in and I did add some liquid later on. I was showing you that the meat and the peppers were in the pot as well. Stir, stir, stir. I was kind of folding it, from bringing it from the bottom to the top. I said, hold on. So right there, after I cut it, I did go in and add a cup of chicken broth. So it wasn't too much, but it was just enough moisture to get the job done. So that is it. That's an easy dish. You can add cheese, sour